Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, or Hakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone who rule well and teach well, and for teaching me this 100% truth according to the scriptures. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, the brothers and the very few sisters who are walking in this truth with all sincerity and meekness, keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of their ability, but most important of all is having faith in the name of Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, and enduring unto the end days, man. So real quick, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying, man, and straight to the point. I don't want to make it too long. I'm going to play the video, and you're going to see what this man says. This is the state our people are in, man. The so-called black, Spanish, and the native Indian. You see, this is a Navy man. He's talking about shaving his beard and how he's not going to let his beard trick him on his spot, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, those are the sacrifices you have to do to be in this devil's army, man, which is Esau, the so-called white man. That's his army. That's his army. The sacrifices you're doing also are against the Lord, man. You're putting up sacrifices to the devil right now, and you don't even know it. Why? Because we're going to read in the scriptures why. But first, I'm going to play the
Good morning, top of the morning. Just want to say something right now. Y'all telling me that y'all gonna let this little black stuff that grows on our face that's already dead, I want to let that dim y'all light. Y'all gonna let that trick you out your spot. You want shave? You got shave. What else? You're telling me you want to let everything go down a drain that those people before me fought so hard for. Golden 13. Huh? First black naval officers. Ain't no way. No way.
Anyways, heard enough, man. You get what he's saying, right? No way they's going to let that stop him from his spot, from his goals or whatever, right? Fulfilling his desires now. He wants to, This is why it's important for our people to remember who they are and remember the Lord. Because we've forgotten. We've forgotten our true customs. What we're doing now is the customs of the heathen, man. It obviously is against the Lord. That's how his people are holy. The word holy means set apart. His people are holy because they're set apart. Set apart from what? From the other nations. And here right now, our people are willingly doing things unto other gods. So real quick, Leviticus chapter 19, verse 27. Ye shall not round the corners of your heads, neither shalt thou mar the corners of thy beard. No shaving your head, no shaving your beard. Why you think when you got to join the police, the academy of the firemen, these types of jobs, Navy, all of that stuff, why you think they make you shave everything? Head and face. You're basically what you're doing is a ritual right there. And you don't even know it, a ritual that you're doing. You think you've been led to believe that rituals are what you see on TV. Candles and that's it. Candles and weird drawings. No, man. What you're doing right now is a ritual. It's an act. The Lord clearly says, ye shall not round the corners of your heads, neither shalt thou mar the corners of thy beard. And here you are boasting. Basically, what you're doing is you're boasting against the Lord. You're going against the Lord, man. Not only, you're doing it in action by every time you shave your beard. You're putting a video up on the internet for everybody to see, not knowing of the dangers of the sin that you're committing, right? Against the Lord, right? But here, I bet you if I ask that man, does he believe in God? He'll say, yeah. How? When you're clearly doing the opposite of what the Lord commanded us not to do. To do. That's because, Esau, the so-called white man, these are his ways, man. These are his ways. And that's because your God now is Esau. You're choosing his ways over the Lord's ways. You understand what I'm saying? So now you're making a choice by that act who you're choosing to listen to and worship at the end of the day. You're worshiping Esau, the devil, man. Man, you're worshiping man and not even knowing that you are. This is why, this is the importance of having the Holy Spirit, man. The Holy Spirit is what makes you see these things. Because now you're not walking in darkness. We're walking in light. The hopeful elect, Lord willing. We're walking in light. We're not stumbling. We're not doing things that we shouldn't be doing anymore. Even if it doesn't look harmful. 1 John chapter 3, verse 8. He that committeth sin, he that committeth sin, that right there is a sin, is of the devil. For the devil sinneth from the beginning. Who is this speaking of? Oh, Lucifer. No, man, this is speaking of Cain. Lucifer can't sin. He follows Lucifer, Salakia. Satan can't sin. I slip in the tongue. So Satan can't sin. He was made for evil. So he's doing exactly what he was made to do. He's following his role that the Lord put him to do. So that whole Lucifer, Satan doctrine is a lie, man. This is speaking of a man, Cain. Cain and Abel, remember, he killed his brother and lied about it. He that committeth sin is of the devil, for the devil sinneth from the beginning. For this purpose the Son of God was manifested, that he might destroy the works of the devil. Who was the one that sinned from the beginning? Cain. Cain, when he killed his brother. And that spirit is here still on earth. We'll all come back, man. That spirit has came back on Jacob and Esau. Cain and Abel came back on Jacob and Esau. And this is where we're at today. The so-called white man hating the so-called black, Spanish, and native man and woman. This is why we have went through the horrendous things we went through, man. Let me see. It was another one, too, that I was looking for. This one. John chapter 8, verse 44. Ye are of your father the devil, right? Who? Oh, Satan, the red one. No, man. And the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in truth, because there is no truth in him. He wasn't made for that, right? That man, which was Esau, which was Cain in the beginning. He was a murderer from the beginning. This is speaking about Cain. Cain and Abel. I'm pretty sure you're familiar with the story. He killed his brother with the rock, hit him, right? And then the Lord said, where's your brother? He's like, I don't know. I'm my brother's keeper. That spirit is still here. Jacob and Esau, the so-called white man against the so-called black, Spanish, and native man and woman. That's Jacob and Esau. The so-called black, Spanish, and native Indian, we are Israelites. 12 tribes. And that's the truth that's out on the earth today. That's the gospel that's out today. This is how we know we're in the last days. Because the Lord is coming soon. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar, and the father of it. Satan doesn't lie, man. He was made to do the things he does. He was made by the Lord. The Lord created all spirits, man. He created the left, and he created the right, the angels, and the demons. He created all. They're all doing what they're meant to do. By you saying that he rebelled and this and that, you're saying that the Lord made a mistake. You're saying that the Lord is not in control of everything, when the scriptures tells us he is. So this is speaking of a man, and that man is here today. And that's who this man is following of. Esau. That's who your father is. That's who your God is. And anybody that thinks like that, you know, why would, come on, we know that the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, man. Right? Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. You see, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, man. So the wicked are in control of the earth today. You think they're gonna tell you to do anything righteous? Hell no. Wicked, another word for wicked is immoral, sinful, ungodly. You think the wicked, those who are in control of the earth, are gonna give you anything righteous to do? Of course not. That's how they remain, you know, in their power. So that's who you are, you know, when you go into these things, participating of Navy, Army, police, fire department, all these things. You're basically you're definitely in the system of the devil, man. We all know that this world is anti-God, man, of the true God, the Bible, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai. Why would they tell you to do something that's totally against the scriptures, right? Thou shalt not shave your head or your beard. Why do they promote it if in the dollar bill it says, "In God we trust," but y'all doing things against the Lord, man? This is not even one of it. There's many things. This whole earth is evil, down to his religions and everything, man. You know, so Lord willing, this was